Okay, if you can remember our reference picture, one of the dominant effects was the exhaust with that incredible oily sludge coming out of it. We're going to build that up in a layer. Well, the first thing we did, if you look at the previous videos, we laid down oil effects just around that area of the exhaust. Now this is pretty easy. All we're going to do is get some black smoke pigment, put it on a Q-tip and start dabbing it around the outlet. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Okay, this stuff is very powerful. You only need a little bit. Then we need to blend it. Streak it down. Get a lovely smoky black effect. I need a micro brush to get inside that area there, because I'm sure that area would be hit. So this is the second stage. You can see how you can streak it down as well. This stuff is incredibly strong. I want some more in that deepest recess, but I've got a plan for that anyway, so don't worry. Take the clean end as well. That's looking sick. Just a little bit around there. If it sort of billows out when it starts. And a little bit on top as well. Just flick it back. There you go, that's the first, or second stage, isn't it now? Second stage. Okay, now we're going to do something else. Okay, we need to make some filth up. Ooh, baby. Right, what we use black and dark brown. It doesn't matter which oil paint you use. We're just using these oil brushes because they're extremely convenient. And it's going to be quite a concentrated, thickish wash, but it needs to be able to be brushable and controllable as well. So we add some brown in as well, and then the magic ingredient is the pigment to give it this texture. This is going to be super slimy, and it needs to be painted on very precisely as well. So let's mix this up. Mix up the goo. See how thick it is. It is really like a paint. I want it to run a little bit more than that, so I'm going to add a drop of thinner, and then I'll probably do a couple of layers as well. And I think we'll go enamel thinner instead, because it's going to dry just that bit quicker. I don't think the effect is going to be glossy, and I'm not really too bothered about that either, because if we want to add that sort of sheen, you can always do it later. If you want to get rid of the sheen, sometimes a little bit more difficult. And I'm wondering also, is my brush going to be I might actually be a little bit too watery now, so let's just test consistency. Yeah, okay, that's a bit too it's a bit too liquidy, but I'm going to start anyways. As the first sort of couple of streaks. It came out on those really weird patterns. I'm not following exactly, I'm just going to just sort of see what the hell happens here. Okay, let's just do that and then do that. Okay, now I need to let this dry, and then I need to thicken up this mixed and get a very fine paintbrush to do the next step. Okay, seeing that I fouled that up the first time, let's try and have another go. So pigment and just the oil paints now. And then the texture is, it's not bad actually. It looks fine enough to paint with. Yeah, I think I can I use this? Yeah, I think I'll use this brush as well. So I need to paint out these lovely there we are. Concentrating, trying to make it look real. Not bad, not bad. Actually looks pretty okay, that. Just trying to feather some of this out. That looks pretty okay actually. What do you think? I might feather out the ends. I wanted it more liquidy in appearance. So yeah, I quite like that. Don't do too much or else it's going to look all sucko. Don't do too much. I want a more heavy, I want another concentration just underneath there, that's all. But that's it, that's the extent of the oil that drips out. If you're not happy with it, just get some terps and just kill it. Get on a dry brush now, just I'll feather that somehow. I wanted these like ultra thin. As if, yeah, that's working. You can see how it's pulled down now. Get nice and thin, streaky. There, that was pretty sick. Not bad at all. Yeah, quite like that. I might just go back a little bit again with some pigment on top as well. Yeah, I just went back with the enamel thinner on the brush and just sort of faded out these lines, made them a little bit sharper, and that's it. I don't think there's anything else, is there? There's something else, I know there is, hold on. Oh yeah, let's fit it all together.